Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Church is in session. I'm going to be preaching the Holy Gospel of Satoshi for the next couple of hours. In today's show, we'll be discussing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as analysts warn of 95,000 bear trap despite the recent record, 102,000 monthly close. Also quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Kaiser, El Salvador today is like buying Bitcoin for $1 in 2011. You get El Salvador at the price you deserve. We'll also be discussing the appetite for the spot Bitcoin ETFs return with 318 million of net inflows. We'll also be discussing, will Trump pardon Sam Bankman-Fried? Well, their parents just made a direct appeal. We'll also be discussing El Salvador purchases 2 additional Bitcoin in a single day, continuing their stash and accumulating the sats. We'll also be discussing the 15 U.S. states initiating the Bitcoin strategic reserve plans, as well as Microstrategy announces a 563 million stock offering. Says part of the proceeds will be used to acquire more BTC as Michael Saylor continues accumulating. We'll also be discussing his $13 million base case for the King Crypto. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. Welcome everyone to the live stream. What it do? Happy Sunday fun day. Let's get it. Good to have everyone here in the chat. The screen is working normal today. It's like, oh my God, it's like night and day. I can see comments on the screen. I can see what the show looks like. It's like, hallelujah. I don't know how we did it yesterday. But anyways, shout out Rock Mama, shout out Passive Income, shout out James Elsey, shout out to the rest of the fam, shout out all the moderators holding it down. This gong strike is for y'all. I appreciate you guys. I thought things looked different. Now that I'm looking at myself on the screen, I forgot my shades. Damn it. I went earlier and got some caffeine in my canteen, and I must have left my glasses in the whip. Kind of hilarious, but I guess today you get to actually see my face, so it's all good. I packed my bags. I'm just a hodling, says War Paint. Right on, brother. Shout out Harry Balls. Nothing like having hairy balls on a live stream. Good to have you here. And also just note 6 more days until 100K. Bitcoin Fiesta Puerto Rico style. You already know. Good to have everyone here. I'm going to go ahead and check the feed on X and pin it to the top. And if you guys can repost the stream, comments and quotes are greatly appreciated. It's how we hack the algorithms, how we hack the matrix. And we get more eyeballs on the stream. We can orange pill more of the masses here as we continue to preach the Holy Gospel of Satoshi. Church is officially in session and the stream is officially pinned to the top of the feed. So thank you guys in advance. I'll be reposting you guys throughout the stream. We have a lot to share as always. Bitcoin's cracking, but thank God. It's a great opportunity to stack sats. You can now get over 1,000 sats per dollar winning. Good to have you here, Rock Mama. Always a pleasure. Mr. or Dr. Detroit, been stack. I wonder, are you from 8 Mile? Been stacking sats since it dropped below 100,000 last night. Love to hear that music to my ears. Bitcoiners are always winning because when we're dipping, it's just another opportunity to accumulate and stack more sats. And when we're ripping, we just thank God we got in the game instead of sitting on the sidelines like the rest of the clowns in this world, like the Peter Schiffmeisters out there. Shout out Adam. Good to have you here, brother. And welcome, everyone. I'm going to hit you with this theme music and we'll start the show.
Oh my gosh. It's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day. Maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Shout out Grant Noakes. What a do, broski. He wrote, a lot more leverage guys are getting wrecked today. They never learn. Yeah, you got to be very cautious trading with leverage. I mean, the market makers typically will win regardless of what happens. And their main objective is wiping everyone out like, what, market maker, mess them up. So you got to be very careful when you're doing that. It's gambling at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And never use what you can afford to lose, because most people doing the leverage trading and the trading in general are most likely going to be losers. That's just what the numbers show. How do we see Toshi Coin, bro? I have no idea what you're talking about. The Bitcoin's going to do what the bitty do. Pretty low bitty going up. Precisely. Michael Ralph Awerkin was saying he wanted a Bitcoin to drop to 92. I said, no way, but I was wrong. Well, we didn't drop to 92. We may hit 95. That's a respectable target here. I'll be covering the latest technical analysis and what some of the top analysts have to say about that. Anything is possible. Again, we're in this for the long haul, so short-term volatility, bring it. What did Michael Saylor say? Volatility equals life force, and the force is strong up in this Bitcoin bitch. Just saying. Hey, JV, I'm home watching the greatest show on the tube. Love your brother. Appreciate it, man. Much respect every day. Appreciate you being here. Shout out Daniel Alvarado. West up, Bitcoin. West side, Wu-Tang. West side, Wu-Tang. Good to have you here, brother. Welcome to the live stream, and welcome everyone joining us. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I'm going to be streaming, preaching the Holy Gospel of Satoshi for the next couple of hours. February in the building. We're finally here. The shortest month of the year, but the most profound, wouldn't you say? I shout out all my Aquariuses as well, and happy birthday to our one and only Oracle. It's her birthday today. We miss you so much. If you're watching silently behind the scenes, everyone show the Oracle some love. She's been one of our moderators here for years, shows up every day, and we greatly appreciate all her service to the CNA fam at the Bitcoin Cafe, holding it down. So show the Oracle some love. Yeah, I heard the tariffs are bringing the market down. That's what they say. I mean, so be it. Another great mod, congrats. That's what's up. Now the time is to buy more of the bitty. Hit those likes. It's unacceptable, broskies. Only 19. I'm sure you guys got to refresh the page. Those numbers will keep shooting up. But if we can get like a couple of hundred likes, it's only going to spike the algorithm. That's how we hack the matrix around here. Happy birthday. And I'd sing, but I do no justice. So I'm not the singer. But we love and appreciate you, Oracle. And yeah, wishing you a very blessed happy birthday. May all your dreams come true on this special day, February 2nd. I know there's lots of birthdays this month, fellow Aquarians. Where you at? Happy birthday, Jennifer. We miss you, says Diana. Tariffs ain't doing no shit anymore. Just FYI, it is. It's time to boom. Let's boom then, shall we? I'm going to check the X feed again. I'm going to sip on some of my ginger drink. It puts a fire in the belly. And if you like this cap, these are one of the many exclusive caps I get from my boy Sergio. We got the Bukele-nomics fitted. We got the El Salvador hat. All the Bukele El Salvador Bitcoin caps that I rock come from my boy Sergio. BitcoinCaps.net. That's his direct site. That's where you can find them. This one's actually one of my faves right here. I love the color blue. Always been one of my favorite colors right here. Yep, it's the Oracle's birthday. This is kind of a big deal around here. The Oracle is amazing. There's only one Oracle. JV dropping the latest Bitcoin news in the entertaining for the base world by the biddy. Thank you, UNKN76. Just reposted Jabrowski and how it works. Anyone who comments or quotes the live stream will get shouted out. And not only that, you'll get reposted, and I'll do so from both of my accounts, just FYI. For those that don't know, I recently created a secondary account, and just so I can show it to you so you know it's me, it's this one right here. The handle is BTC News Alerts, and this is actually my account. I use it as a secondary backup account so I can repost you guys, and we could continue to hack the algorithm as we do. So thank you guys in advance. Make sure you're following that account as well. Again, BTC News Alerts. And as of last night, actually updated my main profile. And I'll assume everyone's already following me here. But you'll notice in the description, it now links to the BTC News Alerts secondary account. That's how you know it's mine. Just FYI, all you got to do is click on it from the main account. But reminder, you're going to see the stream pinned at the very top. All you have to do is hit the heart, then hit those two arrows. And when you hit the two arrows, it gives you an option if you want to repost it or repost it with a quote. I always suggest use the quote option, even if it's like, yo, JV's the best, or very short and sweet. Could be a word, could be 2 words, whatever it is. That way I can repost it again. If you just repost it, it helps. It counts as a repost, but I can't repost the repost. When you drop comments or quotes, I'm educating you here, 101 on X. When you put comments and quotes, I can repost that and we can keep it circulating. It's like the circle of life in the bitty world. Snowing here in Washington, hot damn. I mean, it's beautiful here in Puerto Rico. I can't complain. You are nuts, Satoshi Stacking, says Daniel. You're nuts, Bitcoin Bebe. Happy birthday to the Oracle. That cap is straight fire, no cap. That's what I'm saying. Cop yourself one of these. It's actually an Adidas hat. And that's why I love Sergio's stuff. The quality is top notch. It's not generic crap. It's like the best fitting hats I have ever worn. I'm very like meticulous when it comes to my hats. You know, I have a whole closet full of them. And oftentimes hats don't fit my head proper. I don't know if I just have an odd shaped head, which could be, but most hats are not comfortable. They bother my ears, but these ones fit like very good. So if you want this Adidas one, I recommend it. It's pretty lit. But yeah, keep the comments flowing and all the birthday love for our one and only Oracle. Greatly appreciate that. Another beautiful Sunday. Shout out to Shortcoin. Bitcoin is in session. Bitcoin Church, that is, of course. And it's not in session until we strike the gong. So this gong strike is for y'all. We got to get back above 100 G's already, but seize the moment. BTFD opportunity this weekend. We're going to start pumping again this week. Send it. Let's go. Thank you, Toner Daily. Wrote JV ain't no JV. He's straight varsity ballin'. Thank you, brother. Just reposted. Let me make sure I'm following you. Follow back. Proof of work. Someone I wasn't following before. So appreciate your support. Glad you found the stream. For those who are new here, I stream each and every day, 7 days a week, live from X, Rumble, and YouTube. It's a video pod, and then we get syndicated when the stream is over across all major podcasting platforms, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, anywhere you can hear podcasts. So I appreciate the support. Keep the comments flowing. I'll be checking comments throughout the entire stream, of course. And let's kick it off as we do each and every day. If you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes and go ahead, subscribe, then ring that bell. Turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto newsletters every single day, 7 days a week, just like this. And today is spot episode number 1894. Can you believe that? We're almost at episode 1900, just 6 more episodes away. Time sure does fly. Today is February 2nd, 2025. I'm your host, JV. Bitcoin, sharp correction. Obviously, as you can see on your screen, the Bitty price is currently hovering around 98,500 at the time of the live stream, a great BTFD opportunity. And let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day, 7 days a week. Entire market in the red. Oh, wow. We haven't seen ETH under 3,000 in a while. Well, today is your lucky day. Under 3 Gs. Bitcoin down almost 3% on the day. Trading just shy of 98.7 according to Coin360, but all the major alts correct in Rec City and in the red. They say it's because of the tariffs of the Trumpster. We'll get into all that. Also be pulling up some of the live charts here shortly. Stick around. Checking out CoinMarketCap.com. The current crypto market cap just shy of 3.3 trillion. Bitcoin market cap was above 2 trillion yesterday. Now today back down to 1.95 trillion dollars. We have 166 billion of volume for the past 24 hours with the Bitcoin dominance on the climb, baby. 59.4%. We're almost back at 60% as the Ether dominance has been on the decline for a very long time. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. Ironic, Trump coin is up 8%, but still trading at only $20. I think the all-time high was around $75. Most of the people bought the top probably between $50 to $75. So a lot of investors, pretty wrecked there, but it still has a $4.1 billion market cap. And then we have stable coins because virtually everything is in the red today. The only thing in the green is the shit coin, official Trump coin. Go figure. But let me know which alt, if any, are bullish on for the bull. Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles. We get a visual perspective on the daily, and safe to say virtually everything Rec City. Zooming out on the monthly, does it look any prettier? Barely. Maybe 10 of the top 100 coins actually even in the green. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index. Today we're 60. Yesterday 68. Last week is 73. And last month is 74 in greed. And checking out the time chain calendar. 167,989 blocks to the halving in 2028. Currently on block number 882,011. My favorite number. And you currently exchange one fiat monopoly dollar for over 1,000 sats today. Take advantage of it. 1,016 sats per dollar. That's a blackjack, baby. So pick up the sats, put down the gats, and pick up some Bitcoin caps from my boy Sergio over at bitcoincaps.net. Get yourself a custom El Salvador cap. just like this. Shout out Chris. People keep buying the biddy, and the biddy is a keep a falling. You know what the whales are doing right now? Speaking of whales, our feature story of the day, we'll be discussing the latest from the Giga Chad Michael Saylor. But the whales are accumulating. Only stupid money is selling, and guess who's buying? BlackRock, Michael Saylor, El Salvador, the whales. Follow the whales, not the retarded money, is all I got to say. People keep selling, let them sell. You know what I mean? Seize the moment. February will be an awesome month. No, February is an awesome. It's the greatest month of the year. That's all I got to say. Bitcoin's better than the lottery because you actually win. Precisely. Lottery is rigged, folks, just like sports and everything else. Sorry to say it. Your chances of winning the lottery, I think you have a better opportunity or chances of getting struck by lightning multiple times. That's how rare it is for someone to win. These Powerballs. People are like, if I only win, I get $100 million. Well, you have like a 1 out of 500 million chance. So good luck with that one. Follow the whales, ring to the dong, JV. Yeah, follow the smart money that have paved the way. They're the smart ones. They graduated at the top of the class. The Mikey Saylors, the Kathy Woods, the Max Geisers, the Bukelets. You feel me? Like winning the Powerball in slow motion. Yeah, so every Bitcoiner is a lottery winner if you're willing to hodl. I mean, it's not always easy. It's so easy. In fact, people complicate it. It's like, it can't just be that easy. I mean, I just buy Bitcoin, I hold it for 8 years, and it's like winning the lottery. It's precisely what I'm saying. But people will get in their own heads and be, I can't be that easy. I am smarter than that. I'm just going to trade for the Trump meme coin, and I'm going to multiply my biddy by 100x. You just watch me. And then you get wrecked, you lose everything, and now you're starting over buying Bitcoin when it's 500,000. Sorry, but that's life, baby. I'm drinking the strawberry apricot Red Bull. Wow, that'll give you wings. Short coin. I never had the strawberry apricot Red Bull. Like when exactly. Shout out Dankness. Always an honor, brother. Yeah, baby. Nice day here in El Salvador. Bitcoin at 225 by June. Send it. But anyways, fam, happy 420. It's exactly 420 right here in Puerto Rico. 3:20 Eastern time in New York. Shout out to fam. I'm going to check the X feed just one more time. Repost everyone. Thank you, Diana Jones. And then we'll get our show on the road and we'll kick it off with a little astrology for the broskies. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to also repost really quick from the secondary account just to hook you guys up. Again, this is how we hack the algorithms out here. Thank you, Diana. Reposted from both accounts. Thank you, Toner Daily. Reposted from both accounts. Shortcoin reposted from both accounts. UNK reposted from both accounts. And I am following you, like I said. And Adam Taylor, always an honor, brother. Appreciate it. Keep the comments flowing. But without further ado, let's dive into our next story of the day, which is a little technical analysis. And let's see what the analysts have to share. And again, take anything you hear during TA with a grain of salt, because it's astrology for the broskies at the end of the day. And for the bitty baddies, of course, holding it down here at the Bitcoin Cafe with the CNA family. But I digress. So yeah, headline here reads, Bitcoin analysts warn of 95,000 bear trap. Let me know if you think we'll hit 95 despite the record 102 monthly close. That's right. Bitcoin may be headed to the bear trap below 95 despite staging the first monthly close above 100. If you missed the memo, 2 days ago, practically a day ago, we had the biggest or highest monthly close in the history of Bitcoin at 102.3, like 102 and some change. Bitcoin fell below 100,000 today for the first time since Jan 27th. Oh no, end of the world. Sell your Bitcoin, gentlemen. Joking. The decline comes amid inflation concerns after Trump imposed import tariffs on goods from China, Canada, and Mexico. However, the dip could be the start of a wider correction, potentially taking the biddy to 95, according to Ryan Lee. On the downside, the 95,000 range remains a critical support area. The interplay between the labor market trends, Fed policy expectations, and the market sentiment would be the main catalyst monitoring for the coming weeks. However, the biddy could see more upside in February. In fact, I believe we're going to see a massive amount of upside. You remember that 130,000 target on the 4-hour chart? I'll share it to you here shortly. It's in play. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics set to publish its U.S. labor market report February 7th, end of the week. Weakening labor market data may strengthen the case for the rate cut by the Fed, which creates a more supportive environment for the biddy. And however, Bitcoin recorded, as you know, the first strongest monthly close of all time above 100,000, 1024 to be more precise, over 6% higher than the previous record monthly close of 96.4, which was registered back in November of last year. So some analysts believe that Bitcoin's current correction may only be a bear trap, including Sensei, who shared the following chart. A bear trap is a form of coordinated, controlled selling that creates a temporary dip in the asset price, typically comprising a significant correction during the long-term uptrend. And despite the potential for the short-term correction, Bitcoin's prospects remain bullish for the rest of the year, especially after the Bitcoin ETFs surpassed the record 125 billion milestone just over a year from they first debuted Jan 11th of last year. And they're going to continue. You know what I mean? Larry Fink, Mr. Lawrence himself, he's just going to continue to stack the biddy. Predictions from the rest of the analysts for this year range from 160,000. Some analysts more advantageous, projecting $1 million per coin. Max Kaiser's calling for 2.2 million. You let me know your thoughts. Speaking of Max, quoting him here, El Salvador today is like buying Bitcoin for $1 in 2011. You get El Salvador at the price you deserve. And here's a throwback from 2 weeks ago when I was in Bitcoin country at the golf course where the Max and Stacy Invitational was being held. And speaking of the Max and Stacy Invitational, I know they just released tickets to another event occurring on May 5th. So I just want to give it a quick shout out. As it says here, Max tweeted this just a few moments ago. He wrote, announcement ticket pre-sale kickoff event meetup for the second annual Max and Stacy Invitational will be May 5th. Let's go. So if you're interested in joining Max and Stacy for the exclusive event, the one I just attended, I strongly encourage you, check it out, cop your ticket or get on the waiting list. I think that's how it works. Typically, as soon as they release tickets, they sell out in like 30, 40 minutes, and you got to get on the waiting list because it's an invitational, just FYI. And if you don't know, now you know, crypto broskies. And let's pull up some of the live charts as we do each and every day. Just give me a second to pull her up. Let's see here. You should be able to see on your screen. Shout out Nazmol Reina. I appreciate you subbing on One Daily Bitcoin Bond. But yeah, you should be able to see coin. What is it called? Not Coin 360. TradingView via Coinbase shows Bitcoin. We did tap a bottom around 97, but we are pumping at the time of the live stream. Again, we're at currently 98.4. You can see the green bullish momentum on the hourly chart. And zooming out from the hourly, check out the 4 hour. Let's see if the 130 target is still there. It was there earlier. Yep, it's still there. Sitting pretty. 130,000 orange target for the Bitcoin, according to the 4 hour chart. Let me know when you feel we'll likely hit that. Price discovery is currently sitting at 109.3. So that's when things get exciting again. And zooming out for the 1 day chart, you can see the last 3 days have been corrective reds, unfortunately. It is what it is. I mean, I look at it as an opportunity to stack more sats. You know what I mean? You can currently get more than 1,000 sats per dollar. I think I said 1,016 as per today. So take advantage of it. And zooming out on the weekly, we still have the sexy cup and handle target. A lot of bullish momentum since the news of Trump winning the presidency, and of course with the inauguration. That same day we hit the current all-time high in that morning. But you can see we have been trading sideways for the past few weeks. And zooming out from the weekly, we'll take a look at the monthly. The monthly chart shows us November, we had the strongest Godzilla candle we've ever experienced, close to a 30,000 price appreciation on that month. December, itty bitty red corrective. And then obviously for January, we continued with the bullish momentum into the new year. And thus far for, February, obviously we're correcting, but the month is young. Best month of the year, just saying. I may be a little biased, but it is what it is. But let me know where you feel the Bitcoin price will likely take us next, gentlemen. And I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to read your comments out loud. Welcome everyone to the live stream. VZ, that's exactly what you should do. Altcoins are going to be on sale. You're able to revert back into the time for the cheaper ones for the Bitcoin flies. That's what's up. Always feed the beast, says Passive. This is why I said keep your eggs in more than one basket in case the kind of ish happens you can convert. Warpaint JV, how did you golf? Or did you challenge Max to a game of horse? Here's the deal. I don't golf, and I don't pretend to be what I'm not. I'm not a golfer. I came as a spectator and to capture content as a media company. So I was there with my camera. I had my iPhone Max Pro 16, and I was just taking footage with Max. So I did not participate. I don't even think I touched the golf club, but I'm very grateful I got to ride in Max's golf cart and explore the 18-hole course. It is very scenic, very beautiful. There in Bitcoin country, incredible resort, amazing property, and an unforgettable experience. If you guys have the opportunity to ever attend the Max and Stacy Invitational, I could not recommend it enough. It's life-changing status. This shit is 5D chess. Precisely, VC. You already know. Rock Mama, always buy the dip on the XRP, sometimes the H-bar. It gives me the liquidity to stack more sats, better than having my money in the stupid effing bank. Yeah, you're right. Fiat monopoly dollar is the ultimate shitcoin. It don't really get worse than that. Yeah, I did not golf. The only time I can recall ever golfing in my life is putt-putt. We call that miniature golf for the juniors. So as a junior, maybe a little. I maybe took golfing lessons once or twice, but I'm horrid. I don't pretend to be what I'm not. When it comes to basketball, that's my sport of choice, and chess. I play chess every single day. In fact, I played about 10 chess games right before I went live. My score is around 1,600 ELO score right now on Blitz. I only play Blitz games because I don't like wasting too much time on the phone. Too much screen time is not good. But I do the 3-minute Blitz games, and they're my favorite. I've been playing chess since the 4th grade. It's one of my favorite things to do, FYI. Evening all. Shout out Chris. Rock Mama, exactly. Fiat equals a Shiat, says the short coin. Put, whatever you call it. It is what it is.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Damn straight. And shout out to the Gordon Grote. Just followed you back, brother. Proof of work. Appreciate the repost. Thank you for supporting the stream today and spreading the holy gospel of Satoshi. Respect.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
Forever. Is anything better than the NCAA big dance? It's coming, and the Bitcoin's going to pay for the Final Four tickets. Who are the Final Four? I haven't watched the Final Four since I used to follow the Georgetown Hoyas when I was in middle school, and I used to be a big fan of Allen Iverson. I'm clueless when it comes to sports. I like to play them, but I don't watch them. It would be weird to see multiple 7 digits of the wallet after DCAing for so long. Trust me, it's not weird at all. It's the new norm, broski. Holla on the chest, love. We got to get a game sometime. Started in 6th grade. Best board game, bar none. In fact, Toner Daily, I love chess so much, I'll never choose to play another game. I'm completely complacent with playing the game of chess for the rest of my life. I don't care to play any other game. It's that fucking good. That's all I got to say. I love it. I live for the chess. If I wasn't a Bitcoin podcaster, maybe I'd just be playing chess all day. I suck at golf too, but I agree it's always nice to be on the beautiful courses. Yeah, the courses in El Salvador, top notch. That's where the HODL house is, by the way. The new crib that Max and Stacy are having built, which is almost done. Then I lost it in a tub accident. Oh no. The reason I own the XRP, also, I think banks are trying to move trillions of dollars. They would have to wait 2 weeks usually with XRP as a bridge to eliminate that problem, says VZ. Poker is a better game. Poker is fun, but it is, don't get me wrong, poker is a great game. There's nothing like no limit poker. I'm a big fan of the blackjack. When I went to El Salvador, I went with the Bitty Broskies to the casino. We played blackjack, and we did quite well. But if you own XRP and Bitcoin, you just don't understand, says Cuddy. Why would you buy wrapped Bitcoin? It's not the real thing. They ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Precisely. Shout out Daniel. Shout out the rest of the fam. I'm going to check the X feed one more time. We'll continue with the headlines and share the latest news, all the significant stories that you guys need to know here on Sunday Fun Day. Preaching the holy gospel of Satoshi, as we do each and every day. Next story, though. Let's break down the latest with the Bitcoin ETFs. Headline reads, appetite for the spot Bitcoin ETFs will return with $318 million worth of the net inflows. That's right. Even though the U.S.-based ETF started the week on a negative note, they ended its 7-day, $4.7 billion inflow streak. The crypto investment products saw nearly $460 million withdrawn in value just on Monday, however. The Bitcoin ETFs appear to be making a strong comeback, and in the week with hundreds of millions of dollars in fresh capital inflows. The resurgence in institutional demand comes amidst the uncertain market climate, indicating renewed investor confidence in the biddy. The latest market data shows the U.S.-based spot Bitcoin ETF market totaled a net capital inflow of $318 million as of Friday, January 31st. This marked the fourth straight day of the crypto investment products experiencing a net capital inflow after the massive withdrawals of last Monday. BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, we know as iBit, witnessed the largest net inflow, attracting a remarkable $363 million just on Friday. After slowing down in the recent weeks, the trillion-dollar asset manager's fund seems to be picking up again. ARK21 shares followed the second place, recording a daily net inflow of $35.5 million on Friday. And VanEck's HODL ETF was the only other fund to post positive inflows, recording $5.7 million for the following week. Bitwise was one of the two exchange ETFs, which registered a net withdrawal on Friday of $56 million in capital outflows. This fund has struggled to produce consistent positive performance. I wonder why that is. Posting 7 inflow days in January. Meanwhile, Grayscale also witnessed outflows. I mean, what else is new? Grayscale was once the largest holder of the Bitcoin, and it seems all the Bitcoin they've been mass selling since converting their GBTC to the ETF has all been going right into BlackRock, ironic enough. And BlackRock has now taken their place with now over 500,000 Bitcoin. Nevertheless, the 318 million single-day performance pushed the U.S.-based Bitcoin ETF's weekly record to 556 million. And while the figure pales in comparison to the ETF's performance of the recent weeks, it managed to start another streak in the positive. And when it comes to the Ethereum ETFs, nobody really cares. But there you have it, yo. I think they're going to continue mass volume. And keep in mind what the Bitcoin ETF has achieved. I'm talking about the spot ETFs, which went live for Bitcoin since January 11th of last year. In 1 year, it has achieved more volume than 2 decades of the gold ETF, which has been around for almost 20 years in 1 year. So you already know Bitcoin will eventually flip the gold market cap. And by that time, Bitcoin could be in the multi-millions. I think gold, correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably 17 plus trillion market cap. Today, Bitcoin is only a 2 trillion market cap. So pre-low biddy going up. Prepare for it, family. Not sure really, says Passive. I hope they dump the biddy down to 90,000, says someone. Make sure you guys subscribe. #1 Bitcoin music channel, Chandyton Music. That's where we get all the incredible music that I play on the stream. Make sure you're following her on X as well as on the tube. We always appreciate the support, family. Whether XRP is centralized, Dervis centralized, the banks want to use it with your emotions doesn't change the picture, says VZ. Seems we've got a lot of controversy with, XRP investors in the chat. XRP is centralized, so I won't buy that coin, says Adam. Also, it is private sector. So all the coins in which are minted by XRP, they never buy any. All they do is sell, just FYI, if you don't know. 100% just selling. Like my mom told me in my vision from heaven, when I got into the cause, I get vision. She said, you can't stop the future. You can't stop what's coming. She was right. Rock Mama says Nipsey looks like he is resting from a long week of being the most amazing head of the SEC. I know. How do you think Nipsey is doing his first week on the job? Now that, well, actually, this is his second week, believe it or not, since Jan 20th, when Trump took office. Since the inauguration, Bitcoin hit the all-time high. Hopefully, you've been following the Nipinator indicator, the most accurate Bitcoin indicator to ever exist. And now he's getting his rest because he has achieved more in the past couple of weeks than the previous chairman of the SEC by the name of No Hair Gare than he achieved in 4 years. So give it up for the Nipinator. Shout out to Mr. Bone Daddy. Good to have you on the live stream. Welcome, everyone. We have 900 people here. Again, I'm live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. This is a try stream, and I will be streaming over the course of the next couple of hours. JV bringing it live on a Sunday. Doesn't get more real than that, folks. And people ask me, why do you work on Sundays? Because most people don't. Just keep it 100. I like to do what average people can't do or refuse to do. Why do you stream every day, JV? Because most people don't dare to do it. And that's how, I guess, makes me different. Why do you stream virtually every day of the year and you don't take any breaks? Because not many people can do that. And I think it's kind of cool. Maybe that makes me a little unique. I don't know. XRP is 100% pre-mine, 100 billion tokens, 20% to the insiders and friends, the other 80% for the company Ripple. They've been dumping on retail for 8 years. Facts. That's my understanding. That's why I traded all my XRP for the bitty baby. Shit out, Daniel. Nipsey's sleeping because Bitcoin is boring and dipping. Well, when we get the indicator, we get the indicator. We can't rush greatness from the Nippinator. Brad has never bought XRP, only sells it. Of course. Why would they want to buy it? Not a good sign when they don't want their own coins. The founders of XRP have just been dumping it onto retail since the inception. That goes for Jeb McCaleb as well. Nothing but mass dumping. So, I mean, is what it is. JV is living his dream. Who wants a real job? Exactly. No thanks. No more Mickey D's for JV. I started there, never going back. That's actually my first job, by the way, on the books. Pre-McDonald's, maybe I was 14 as a helper, helping my uncle install carpets and shit for his business. But I think when I was 16 or 15, I started working at McDonald's flipping burgers as a vegetarian. Even back then, I did not eat meat. And if you worked at McDonald's, you probably would never eat the meat either. Just saying. But anyways, I'm not going back to Mickey D's. Never again. Nor will I ever bag groceries again at Publix or gather shopping carts in the parking lot. Never again. Biddies are going to fly. They got us long-term investors angry. I don't know about all that. I don't think anyone's angry. How can you get angry at the biddy? That's like, it must mean you're angry with yourself. If you love what you do, you'll never have to work a day in your life. One of my favorite quotes right there. Gordon, so true. Find your passion and run with it. I'm going to buy the shit out of the Bitcoin now. You're not going to win BlackRock. BlackRock already won. Keep it 100. BlackRock already won. They already control like close to 5% of the circulating supply. Why would someone buy XRP when they actively been attacking Bitcoin for years? Exactly. Did one of the founders not fund Kamala's campaign when they're enemies of crypto with the war on crypto? Be careful who you support. Shit out, Rudy. JV is doing what he loves most, so he wants to do this every day. Precisely. I mean, I can take a 5-month vacation, a 2-year vacation, 10-year vacation, come back, but it just wouldn't be the same. I mean, the show must go on. There was actually a McPizza, huh? Is there a McPizza? Is that a seasonal item like the McRib? Oh, man. It was my first W-2 job as well. I mean, a lot of people got to start from somewhere. So when Drake says, started from the bottom, now we here, I can relate. Started from the bottom, now we here. BlackRock does not own it physically, indeed. Precisely. Really, Coinbase holds it for them. Coinbase being the custodian. And BlackRock really just represents the U.S. government, just FYI.
Take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin.
Shout out Gordon Grote. JB, you changed my life. Music to my ears. Precisely why I'm here, brother. JB streams every day because the lizard folks never take a day off. Exactly. You think Gensler's handlers and Kamala's handlers are taking days off? I think not. And so we strike the gong. Gong, gong, gong. I'm going to check the X feed again and we'll continue with the news. Living your dreams like JV. Thank you, broski. And thank you, Gordon. Inside info. Boots on the ground knowledge. Nobody does it better than JV. You guys are too kind. You're gassing me up, fellas. You're gassing me up. But I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys reposted from my secondary account. And then we'll continue with the news and we'll try to rattle off everything as time is flying today. We're already towards the top of the hour. Where does time go, broskies? So, yeah. So I got you, Gordon. Reposted and reposted. Coach Leon, appreciate you, brother. Reposted and reposted. Your second repost, Gordon, got you reposted. Diana, you're reposted. The rest of the fam, you guys are reposted. Much respect. Again, we're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I stream on all 3 platforms each and every day. And if you don't know, hopefully you know soon. Shout out Jeff Curry, JV with the shades. Oh, without the shades, looking good. Best daily Bitcoin pod in the biz. Yeah, only because I forgot them. But tomorrow, I'm not going to forget them. It could be very dangerous because I have the laser eyes. So I actually usually wear the shades for your own protection. I'm like Cyclops in this bitch from the X-Men. Not even Xavier can save me. The professor. But yeah, keep the comments flowing. Let's continue. Next story of the day. Here we are. Yeah, this actually, I mean, it almost made me throw up when I even read the headline. But apparently, SBF's parents are trying to pardon their son with Trump. I assumed he was going to get pardoned with Biden, but apparently that didn't happen. And now they want Trump to pardon him. All I know is this: Trump, if you pardon Sam Bankman-Fried, I don't know what else. I don't know what I'll do. I'll leave it at that. Shout out, Paul. Appreciate the sub. Let's just say, Trump, please do not pardon this clown. Please, 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 please. The parents of the disgraced FTX founder, scam Bankman-Fried, looking at options to attain a pardon for their son from Trump. Stanford Law School professors Joseph Bankman and Barbara Fried reportedly held discussions in recent weeks with attorneys and individuals linked to the Trump circle regarding potential clemency for the 32-year-old son. Now, here's my thinking. He achieved the biggest financial fraud in human history. He was very lucky to only get 25 years. He acted like he wasn't guilty. He pled not guilty. Everyone knows he's guilty. And so he got lucky. He could have got life sentence. I mean, what'd they do to Ross Ulbricht? They gave him 2 fucking life sentences, like plus 40 years. So scam Bankman-Fried scams the entire crypto industry, tens of billions of dollars, fucks over everybody, and 25 years. And now they want to pardon him. Please, Trump, do not do that. Following the collapse of FTX, a number of its former executives have benefited from sentence reductions in exchange for their cooperation. For instance, Caroline Ellison with the Grippy from Mississippi, who once led Alameda Research, was granted a reduced sentence for cooperating with prosecutors investigating the FTX collapse, sentenced to only 2 years. That's crazy, bro. And beginning her prison term in September of 2023, she secured an early release by 3 months. We also have Ryan Salami, who received a sentence reduction. The former FTX executive, his original 7.5-year term was shortened by a year, which is expected to be released for March 1st of 2031 under the First Step Act, which incentivizes a good behavior. And additionally, FTX technology chief Gary Wang and the former engineer Nishad similarly benefited from the reduced sentences. Excuse me, I was burping. The same cannot be said for Bankman-Fried. He was sentenced to 25 years, but again, considering the type of life sentences they've been giving people who have not did anything remotely close to what Bankman-Fried has done, I'd consider that very fortunate. The latest efforts to secure Bankman-Fried's release follows a trend of seeking clemency for prominent figures behind bars. Notable example, as you know, Ross Ulbricht was freaking pardon, which is a great celebratory victory for the entire Bitcoin community. He's the guy who founded Silk Road, and he got 2 life sentences, and Trump just pardoned him via an executive order January 21st, second day on the job. However, Bankman-Fried may not receive the same level of backing. That's a fact. The only one backing Bankman-Fried I know of is that worm, what's his name, from Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Not So Wonderful. Like, you know, I don't know why he's in bed so much with Bankman-Fried, probably because of all the money they gave him as an ambassador to the FTX exchange, but I digress. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Trump will even entertain pardoning this clown? And I'll read your comments out loud. Yeah, Sam Bankman is a clown. Agreed. He's allegedly given financial advice to the police officer guards at the prison, telling them to buy Solana. He's still fudding Bitcoin. They made FTX token to all get paid and spent the rest for the FTX account holders' assets, whatever wanted. Correct. They printed FTX coin out of thin air, and then they steal your Bitcoin and sell it or trade it, do whatever they want with it, and then they replace it with shitcoinery. Welcome to the shitcoin revolution. No clemency for SBF. Preach. I like to get myself angry when I convert it into the money. Isn't Bankman-Fried so submissive? I mean, he is not a manly man. Precisely. He's definitely not the manly man. He's no Andrew Tate. They want you to sell your shit, don't they? No clemency for SBF. Fam, smash the likes. That is to help the algorithm. Share the subscribe if you're enjoying the pod. That's right, 1,100 people on the live stream. That's the reason they pardoned the guy from Silk Road. Let's not forget they told us they were going to sell off their Bitcoin. Kevin O'Reilly? Exactly. We don't like that guy. I'm not a huge fan. My least favorite shark. I got to throw Cuban in there too. I'm not a fan of that guy. Once he started comparing bananas to Bitcoin, I'm like, this fucking guy, I mean, he sold his soul a long time ago. He was also pushing the poison jab. So, I mean, trust nobody, verify everything. You feel me? No clemency for SBF. SB is just like Madoff. No, worse. That was a bigger financial crime than Madoff, but precisely same category. I never forget anything that's important. You're the man, VC. Shout out Watts Minor. Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. They not like us. They ride the bus. Exactly. FTX also manipulated the state for certain. Yeah, my opinion of FTX, they were colluding with the regulators, the Gary Genslers, meeting behind closed doors, and their intention was to fuck over Bitcoin, right? And stifle crypto innovation and bring down the prices. I genuinely believe without the FTX debacle and all the shady characters, we could have hit 100,000 in 2021 when we hit the cycle peak of 69,000 if we didn't have those mofos there. There's absolutely been a war on crypto. That goes without saying. You guys already know. I know I'm preaching to the choir. Kevin and boats don't mix. I know exactly what you're saying. Come on, panic seller rookies. Sell us your Bitcoin. I wanted to drop to 90,000. I don't have 1.2 of the biddy. You got to do what you got to do. How much money FTX took? Good Lord. Who knows? Tens of billions of dollars. And all the ambassadors were getting tens of millions. That's why, remember Kevin O'Leary was anti-Bitcoin and anti-crypto, and then he got a deal with Scam Bankman-Fried to be the ambassador for FTX. Probably got like a $20 million deal. I'm speculating, but he got a lot of millions. And then he said, oh, I'm so bullish on crypto. It's great. Bitcoin for the win. They're just con artists. And same thing with Mark Cuban. He was comparing Bitcoin to bananas. He was like, remember the infamous speech? Bananas have more intrinsic value than Bitcoin. Bananas, you can actually eat them. You can't do nothing with Bitcoin. And now he pretends to be like the crypto guy. They're all fucking con artists. All of them. I hope a bunch of traders go short and then we come in and buy 10,000 in one chunk at a time. Buy the dip, please. Yeah, Bitcoin was targeted, but the ICP was their main target because it is the real tech compared to the most of the other alts. Exactly, says Daniel. What up, Passive? I'm going to check the X feed one more time. We got close to 1,200 people here between X, Rumble, and YouTube, and then we shall continue with the headlines. Get in while you can, says John Perez. Precisely. You get in while you can. Just followed you back, John. Just reposted you. Proof of work. It's never too late to repost the stream. It helps out tremendously, guys. So thank you. All comments and quotes get reposted in real time. And we almost have like a 100% heart to repost ratio, which is unheard of. So the support you guys give me, second to none. So I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. And I got to express that. You guys just don't know. It's pretty phenomenal. I see people going live on X with hundreds of thousands of followers, and they only get 1,000 people on their stream. I only have 38,000 followers, and we get thousands of people every day on our stream, anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000 people. So I'm very grateful for that. So thank you guys for all the support. Dude, that's a lot of truth. Rap facts, baby. All of us smart people here are going to be buying this dip. I already did, but I'm going to be buying like there's no tomorrow. Exactly. Stacking BTC on a flat earth with no gravity. Whatever it takes, broskies. But let's continue with the next story of the day, shall we? Here's the latest from El Salvador. You know, I was just there in Bitcoin country. Had a lot of fun. Hopefully you watched yesterday's episode of the pod. I basically broke down all the El Salvador Bitcoin FUD from the IMF, but they just made another purchase, so they're in the headlines again. El Salvador purchases 2 additional Bitcoin in a single day. That's right. El Salvador purchased 2 additional biddies February 1st. The country typically acquires 1 Bitcoin per day as part of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Initiative, but has been purchasing Bitcoin at an accelerated pace since they took the loan with the IMF. And according to the government's Bitcoin tracker, El Salvador currently has 6,055 BTC, valued at over 612 million, and they have purchased over 50 of the biddy just in the last 30 days. El Salvador for the win. Thy savior, El Salvador. The country recently rescinded its legal tender law requiring businesses to accept Bitcoin as payment to secure the loan from the International Monetary Fund we know as the IMF. That's the IMF FUD. Nothing has changed there. There's a lot of FUD circulating that in return for Bukele taking the, whatever, $1.4 billion loan from the IMF, that they were going to wind down Bitcoin adoption. That's not true. They're accelerating the Bitcoin adoption, and the proof of work is in them purchasing more Bitcoin. And I think Bukele's intention is to use that money from the IMF strategically. acquiring more Bitcoin than they would be able to do without the $1.4 billion loan. Also, to make it clear, businesses have always had the option to choose Bitcoin or dollars. US dollars and Bitcoin are both legal currency in El Salvador. And when I was just there with my boots on the ground, I went to different vendors when I was eating and such, and I said, do you accept Bitcoin? Some said yes. Some said no. So as a visitor or as a local, you have the option to choose. You can use your dollars, you can use Bitcoin. Granted, a vendor accepts Bitcoin. So no one has ever been forced, you have to only use Bitcoin. Everyone's always had that choice. So that's where some of the FUD comes in. So news of the deal received mixed reactions from the crypto community. Yeah, of course. And El Salvador continue accumulating more Bitcoin for its national reserve, and that's all that matters. Just pay attention to this. They're stacking sats, and that's the bigger picture. And as part of the $1.4 billion IMF deal, El Salvador had to make Bitcoin payments voluntary. More FUD. It's always been voluntary. You have the option to pay with Bitcoin or US dollars. But one thing I did get from the locals, they're going to be winding down the Shivo wallet because they're not huge fans of it. But there are pros and cons, just like with anything else. One of the pros I learned from my boy JC Reyes, who took me out for pupusas. When you use the Chivo wallet, they eat all the fees. So there's zero Lightning Network fees. So you're incentivized to use the Shivo wallet. However, it's completely optional. You can use any Lightning wallet. You can use Strike. You can use Exodus. I was using Exodus. When I made my transaction and I shared the proof of work on my X feed, I actually used the Exodus wallet to send sats to the vendor, a local Salvadoran who had the pupusa shop, and he was using the Shivo wallet. And I sent it from my Exodus wallet via Lightning, zapping it using the barcode. And again, I got the proof of work to show you this on my wall. And then within a few seconds, bada boom, bada bing, sent. And it was a $10 transaction, and they charged me a 2-cent fee because I was using Exodus, which you still get charged the Lightning fee, which is virtually nothing, 2 cents for a $10 transaction. So it cost me a total of $10.02 to zap sats to a local Shivo wallet. If I would have been using Shivo and sent it to him, it would have been 0 fee, and I could have saved 2 cents, but I can care less about 2 pennies at the end of the day. The country also acquired 11 Bitcoin valued at over 1 million one day after signing that deal with the IMF. And I think that's like, in my opinion, that's like a chess move. It's like, okay, I'll take your money and I'm going to up the ante. We're not buying 1 Bitcoin today. We're buying 11 because 11 is the greatest number to ever exist. Just saying. And in the December 19th post, El Salvador's National Bitcoin Office, Stacey Herbert, said El Salvador may begin accumulating Bitcoin at an accelerated pace. Precisely. So winding down, I think not. Nothing more than FUD. The national office acquired an additional 12 Bitcoin January 19th. Following the purchases, spokespeople from the government shared that the office intends to ramp up the purchases this year. We have achieved not only the greatest rebrand in history, but we are now an actual case study for winning country strategy. El Salvador's Bitcoin treasury strategy has drawn praise from Bitcoin maxis and attention from crypto firms, including Fidelity. The digital asset firm's January 2025 report entitled 2025 Look Ahead specifically noted El Salvador's Bitcoin treasury strategy as a potential catalyst to broaden the nation-state adoption. Which countries do you think will follow in the footsteps of the philosopher king, Bukele, thy savior, El Salvador? Let me know, fam. And shout out El Salvador. They're doing it big in Bitcoin country. There's only one Bitcoin country. They're shaking the tree hard for all the rookies. All the paper nuts, they're shaking the trees as make-believe. Bitcoin is designed to make you G's, make you M, and set you free. M's, that is, of course. I have been crushed into pressure to create the solid rock hard diamond nuts. Shout out to the diamond nuts. How'll be thy name? Shout out Harry Balls while we're at it. JV, please wish Oracle a happy birthday. Of course, we started the show off giving praise to the Oracle and wishing her a happy birthday. I'm happy to wish her another happy birthday. Hopefully you're watching, Oracle. Wishing you the very best. This gong strike is for the one and only Oracle.
Vibing in the tropics, the air so sweet, swaying to the rhythm with the Bitcoin beat. JV's on the court, he's calling the plays. Me and Serge ballin', winning all day. Starlit sky, strawberry moon, dancing to the whispers of a bitty tune. Thirsty under a Puerto Rican hunger moon.
Libra scales tip to Aquarius charm. It's Bitcoin astrology, we're disarmed. Manifesting lasting connections on this golden shore, this legendary perfection. So good we're craving more.
Give me more.
Coconuts crack, the fire pits dragging. Flame lit, Spinderella spins and the fam's feeling.
Hot dealers unite, Puerto Rican delight. This is our night, keeping it tight.
Puerto Rico nights.
Reminder, fam, 6 more days until Bitcoin 100K Fiesta, the ultimate Bitcoin celebration, just right around the corner. So literally 6 days away. It's this coming Saturday. Next Stacking Saturday, we'll be celebrating here. Let's see. Your presence is missed by JV every single day, and all of us too. DM me, please, says Rock Mama. Shout out to the Oracle. Be all sounding good. Shout out, Gordon. It was my mom's too. No way. It's your mom's birthday today, DNA. Happy birthday to the mom. A lot of birthdays this month for the fam, so we're celebrating with you. There she is. Thanks for the B-Day wishes, fam. I feel so special. There's only one Oracle, and we greatly appreciate you. Hopefully, you're having the most fantastical birthday celebration with your beautiful family today in North Carolina, and greatly appreciate all your service to the show. Please show the Oracle some birthday love. I said earlier, if you were on, I'd sing, but I do no justice singing birthday. You know what I mean? But it is your birthday, and it is a special day, so yeah, I mean, Godspeed. Let's go. And welcome everyone joining us. We're going to continue with our next story of the day, and then we'll get to our feature story and discuss pretty little bitty hitting 13 million per coin as per the Giga Chad, Michael Saylor. And but first, we're going to discuss real quick these 15 states trying to adopt Bitcoin at a state level before at a national level. So let's break this one down. Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, anybody? According to O'Daily, Eric Wise, a board member of the publicly traded company Core Scientific, he shared that 15 U.S. states, including Alabama, notice I say it with the country accent, Arizona and Florida, have launched initiatives for Bitcoin strategic reserves. Arizona and Utah have advanced to the stage where approval from the White House and senators currently pending, bringing them close to becoming law. This is a really good tweet. So it says, hopefully you can see on my screen here, or, you know what I mean? The die is cast. Nation states, companies, and individuals are clamoring to acquire Bitcoin. Stack, hodl, prosper, Bitcoin rocket ship to the moon, baby. And let's go through each of these states. Who's going to be the last state to finally adopt Bitcoin? It better not be Puerto Rico, is all I'm saying. It's a territory of the United States, though, just FYI. Obviously, we're not in the mainland, but it is what it is. I digress. Alabama, come on now. We got Arizona already at the House Senate approval, so it looks like they're making strides. We got to get to the finish line. And we also have Utah over at the House Senate approval. Alabama, the bill was just introduced. In Florida, the bill was introduced. In Illinois, not only was it introduced, but it's awaiting committee approval. Kentucky, the bill was introduced. Massachusetts, it's awaiting committee approval. New Hampshire, waiting committee approval. North Dakota, waiting committee approval. Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, South Dakota, all awaiting committee approval. South Dakota, the bill was just introduced. In Texas, it was introduced, currently awaiting committee approval. Utah, it's all the way awaiting House Senate approval. And then we have Wyoming, which is awaiting the committee approval. It also says, note, the included states have publicly endorsements from state officials regarding a Bitcoin strategic reserve through the state legislation. A full orange dot indicates the completion of a step, while the tephra volcano symbol represents an in-progress step. Additionally, Michigan and Wisconsin already have Bitcoin exposure through the state-run funds, despite lacking a public endorsement for establishing a Bitcoin strategic reserve through the state legislation. Data is as of January 29th of this year. So there you have it, yo. I mean, only a matter of time. Bitcoin coming to a state near you. When do you feel personally the strategic Bitcoin reserve will happen for the United States? And right now there's a lot of controversy surrounding that because initially, and we'll touch upon this real quick before we get into our feature story of the day. Initially, when Trump made the big announcement at the Nashville Bitcoin conference, he specifically said that the United States would become a Bitcoin mining hub of the world. He also said that the U.S. will stockpile the Bitcoin, and I believe even signed an executive order in which they would not sell any Bitcoin. But the executive order more recently said stockpile crypto, and they weren't specific and just stayed in Bitcoin, which leads some to believe they may be also stockpiling altcoins, possibly Solana, Ethereum, XRP, etc. So you let me know. Do you think the United States and Trump will sign the executive order to stockpile and focus on Bitcoin, or do you think it's going to be a collective? And do you think there will be a strategic reserve bill passed by the Senate with Trump signing it into action? And I know that particular bill Cynthia Lummis proposed, which says something like the United States of America will purchase 1 million Bitcoin over the course of 5 years, which would be approximately a purchase of 200,000 Bitcoin per year over the course of the next 5 years. Do you think that will turn into fruition, or do you think it'll never happen? Let me know your honest thoughts, and I'll read that out loud. And do you think that the Bitcoin adoption for the strategic Bitcoin reserve will first happen at the state level, or do you think it'll happen first from the nation state level with the Trumpster? Let me know, and I'll read those comments out loud. Had to do some mama bear stuff these past days, took care of the issue, and Amari is fine. Good to hear she's doing good. Old bikers have to take care of issues when they come up. Know what I mean? I know exactly what you mean, my biker friend. You got to do what you got to do, so no worries. Glad to hear Amari is doing well and the fam is doing good. What ride to Valhalla? I loving the chaos, says VZ. Subscribe to the Clips channel. That's right. I do have a secondary channel for those that don't know, where we post only short content, shorts and clips. Obviously, the main channel is all long format. Yeah, I mean, premieres are 30 minutes and live streams are anywhere from freaking 2 hours to 15 hours, depending on the day, right? I have been collective, maybe the best for the biddy, because it will create greater crypto infrastructure ecosystem worldwide. I am straight Bitcoin. Bang, bang like the B-52. Shout out J Gang. I love to hear that. And we got 1,500 people already on the live stream. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day. Make some motherfucking noise. Let's go.
The Satoshi skies just try to stop this good time.
It's the number 11, won't you come with me to the party, I mean.
No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
From Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry goosey.
Sexy vacation.
Sexcation.
It's an oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Puerto Rico, Bitcoin going.
This feels right, no diddy. It feels tight.
So drippy. And I ain't talking about the drippy from Mississippi. Okay, state first. Utah will lead the way. Let's go, Utah. Let's go, Mormon country. Bring it. Jobless. Welcome, brother. Shout out Ron P. Let's get it. So welcome, everyone. We're about to dive into our video story of the day. What Trump says, Trump does. Just a matter of time. I do think it'll be mainly Bitcoin reserve, but some alts too. We shall see. I like to judge by the actions. So, I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I am skeptical, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But we'll soon find out, won't we? We sure will. Appreciate you, Daniel. Thank you for tuning in. The tariffs have not been a help thus far. Well, this is all short term as well. They just make the announcement like yesterday. I might change it up and add me into the crypto on the channel. I'm a man of many hobbies. Word. They have to buy the biddy to get rid of the other national debt. The question is, does the power structure and control of the world and in control of the U.S. want to eliminate that debt? Think about that. Or do they want us enslaved with a unrepayable debt? Think of it that way. Is it their intention to reduce the debt? Because if it was, they would have been stacking Bitcoin a long time ago. You actually have a viable way in play with Bitcoin for the United States to literally get rid of the debt, if that's the intention. If that's not the intention, they're not even going to entertain the idea. But Michael Saylor proposed the proposal for the U.S. Couple different options. There's a couple ways to eliminate the debt, right? Trade and sell all the gold and the reserves and buy Bitcoin, or just print the money out of thin air like they do already and just buy Bitcoin. Buy it all. If they really want to, eliminate the debt, they have the option to do so. But is that the intent? That's my question for the broskies today. Let me know. Dips are gifts, baby. I agree with that, brother. Come Tuesday to tariffs will be a non-issue. We shall soon see. Stack the biddy. But anyways, you guys ready? Right after the infamous freeze frame on scene 8. Like clockwork each and every day. Now for our feature story of the day. Microstrategy announces a $563 million stock offering. Says part of the proceeds will be used to acquire more of the biddy. And he also says that each Bitcoin is going to be worth $13 million per coin. So every Bitcoin you avoid buying is a $13 million loss. Let's break this down. So this is in the headlines here today. They're making another major purchase. They're probably buying up Bitcoin on the dip right now as I'm speaking. Another headline here reads, Microstrategy locks in the new funding to fuel the Bitcoin buying spree. Microstrategy doubling down on the biddy, raising $563 million through the preferred stock. Now with 423,650 Bitcoin already, Saylor envisions a $13 million price future. And this is probably a little out of date. I'm pretty confident now. Saylor has over 470,000 of the Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, so, and from an interview he did with Patrick Bet-David, he says, every Bitcoin you don't purchase will cost you $13 million. So break this down. Shout out to the Giga Chad, the one and only. Software development firm Microstrategy is announcing a massive new stock offering to raise funds for accumulating more Bitcoin. That's why we call him the Bitcoin Alchemist. In a new press release, the business intelligence company says it's setting the price of its perpetual strike preferred stock offering at $80 per share with the hopes of attaining $563 million. They always underpromise and overdeliver, by the way. You notice that? Which some would go towards acquiring more of Bitcoin. Well, of course, other ways the funds would be issued include the working capital as well as the general corporate expenses. A preferred stock offering is a way for the firm to raise capital without diluting its voting rights. They generally offer investors higher and more consistent yields, as well as more stability. Quoting MicroStrategy, the perpetual strike preferred stock will have a liquidation preference of $100 per share and will accumulate cumulative dividends at a fixed rate of 8% per annum. And hodlers of the preferred stock will have the right to convert their shares of perpetual strike preferred stock on any business day into shares of MicroStrategy's Class A common stock. Hence, Bitcoin Alchemy. Earlier in the month, the shareholders of MicroStrategy, which was founded by the Bitcoin maximalist and former chief executive Mikey Saylor, voted to increase the number of shares in the bid to raise money to purchase more of the King crypto. And at this time, it was reported that the proposal was to increase the number of the common shares from 330 million to 10.3 billion. And just like last week, he announced another $1 billion purchase. And the Saylor tracker we follow, I think it's been 13 consecutive weeks of a massive Bitcoin purchase. I don't think he's slowing down. Remember the proposal he shared a few weeks ago, which we covered on the pod? They committed to purchasing over $43 billion worth of Bitcoin in the next couple of years. Bring it. And so, yeah, from 5 million to $1 billion, the proposal passed with about 56% approval. And did you know BlackRock is the primary shareholder of MicroStrategy? If you don't know, now you know. In fact, BlackRock is the primary shareholder in like over 90% of the companies in the S&P 500. They own everything, practically. And according to the data from the Bitcoin blockchain tracker, Bitcoin Treasuries, MicroStrategy has a stash, I told you, 471,000 Bitcoin worth just over 48 billion. Bitcoin currently correcting, though, so it might be a little off right now as we're currently under 100,000, but it's ballpark. You know, Michael Saylor's been crushing it. It completely transformed the trajectory of MicroStrategy, so you already know. And diving a little deeper into the 13 million specific prediction, let's see what I can pull up for the broskies here. I'll read you this. This one is a little older, this article. So this was as of January 26, just FYI, but this is when he initially made the 13 million base case projection. So Saylor has been a vocal proponent of Bitcoin, predicting that by the year 2045, Bitcoin could reach 13 million per coin in a base case scenario. So that's not even the bull scenario. That's a base case. He emphasized Bitcoin's potential to displace gold as a non-governmental store of value, stating that it is the apex property of the human race. That's right. The apex predator has no competitors. That's all I got to say. But let me know your thoughts. 13 million per bitty base case. Holla at your boy. And welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream as the bitty broskies are going wild today. Because Nippinator's up. He's licking the paw. That might be the next Nippinator indicator. Time will tell. Close to 1,700 people on the live stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Let's go. BlackRock or Coinbase or MicroStrategy, is there really a difference? Maybe, maybe not. One thing I know for sure, there's only one Bitcoin. Wrap Bitcoin is not no Bitcoin. It's a derivative. It's an IOU of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin ETF BTC is not Bitcoin, can be confiscated. And in my opinion, the government can confiscate that. Will they? Well, I don't fucking trust them. So let's just say yes. If I was a betting man, I'd say, yeah, maybe give it a few years. Let them accumulate as much Bitcoin as they can. Maybe 10% of the circulating supply, 20%. I don't know. Let's see how high they can get it. Can they confiscate a Bitcoin in the name of national security? Yeah, Max Kaiser predicted it would happen. Max is a genius. Early Bitcoin adopter. 2011, he was preaching Bitcoin was $1. On Alex Jones's show, InfoWars, he was talking about Bitcoin was 25 cents, 4 for $1. The high priest channeling the spirit of Satoshi. If he says BlackRock is going to, or the U.S. government is going to confiscate all the Bitcoin ETF BTC, there's a strong probability of that happening. Is it guaranteed? No, nothing's guaranteed. It's not even guaranteed we wake up tomorrow. But the reality is self-custody Bitcoin and Bitcoin on the exchange or wrap Bitcoin or Bitcoin ETF BTC is not the same. You feel me? Good, thanks. Oh, you don't own custody of your bitty, then you mention except for... Exactly. If you don't own the private keys, you don't own the pretty little bitty. It's just reality, and they can be taken from you. I want you to see my powers, says VZ. A little power trip. Are you flexing on them? But yeah, broskies. And reminder, 6 more days, Bitcoin 100K. Fiesta VIP tickets are sold out for the VIP day. However, there's still 2 general admission tickets. I looked in the Eventbrite statistics to see where people were flying in from. The majority of you are flying in from Chicago. We have 5 guests flying from Chicago to come to the party. And yeah, proof of work here. I'll show it to you. This is where the attendees are coming from. So it shows you Chicago, we have 5 attendees. Trenton, I think that's Ohio. We have 2 attendees coming from there. Washington, we got an attendee. San Salvador, El Salvador, we have an attendee. 1 from San Juan, only 1 local. Ain't that wild? Only 1 local is showing up at the party. Crazy. 1 from Los Angeles, 1 from Indianapolis, 1 from Brooklyn. I think that's 2 from Brooklyn, Serge and his wife. Anaheim, California. But it's just crazy. Literally, every single person is coming from a different state from all over the country. And some people are coming from other countries, such as El Salvador. So respect. And for you, those of you traveling from another state, I mean, that's phenomenal. Especially those of you coming from Chi-Town. Yeah, I mean, escaping the cold, I take it. For the warm Caribbean weather, it's going to be in the 80s. But yeah, it's only 6 days out for the party. And then the VIP day is the following day. So it's going to be a Saturday, Sunday. We have 2 general admission tickets currently available. They'll probably sell out very fast, just FYI. And all attendees of the party will get a couple of special gifts as well. So that's my birthday. Crazy shit always happens on my birthday. Word, Ghost Peppers. Alex Jones was reading it. I couldn't see the article. It was the reading. Word up. Trenton. Oh, is it New Jersey? I was just guessing. I don't know where Trenton is. Interesting. From here till March, you should be stacking as much of the biddy as you can. Amen. So here's what we're going to do next. We have over 1,700 people. Let's play a couple of music videos. And let's jam out. And welcome to the Q&A segment. I'm going to stick around for another hour. Church is in session. My Nostradamus prediction has come true. From here to March, you should be stacking as much as you could right now. Word up. So give me a second. We're going to play some music videos for the fam here.
Vibing in the tropics, the air so sweet. Swaying to the rhythm with the Bitcoin beat. JV's on the court, he's calling the plays. Me and Serge ballin', winning all day. Starlit sky, strawberry moon, dancing to the whispers of a bitty tune. Thirsty under a Puerto Rican hunger moon.
Libra scales tip to Aquarius charm. It's Bitcoin astrology, we're disarmed. Manifesting lasting connections on this golden shore, this legendary perfection. So good we're craving more.
Give me more.
Coconuts crack, the fire pit's dragging. Flame lit, Spinderella spins and the fam's feeling.
Hot dealers unite, Puerto Rican delight. This is our night, keeping it tight.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time.
It's the number 11, won't you come with me to the party, I mean.
No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
from Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry juicy,
Sexy vacation. It's an
sexcation.
oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Puerto Rico, Bitcoin doing.
This feels right, no ditty. It feels tight, so drippy. I wanna hear you cry out my name. I wanna make you feel the bang bang.
Ding dong on my door. Watch how I answer, I wanna soar.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time. No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
You can't deny.
from Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry juicy,
This sexy vacation. It's an
sexcation.
oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Tell me more, boss man. My bitty king turns me on. Bitcoin. We're rebels, we're dreamers, we're the Bitcoin tribe. Living for the moment, I'm riding the rocket, living the bitty vibe. Bitty chemistry, bitty up, no diddy, get it up. Getting wet with our Bitcoin. Doing, we're going coin.
Bam bitty fam.
Bring me up, bitty glow. Prize discovery, yeah, let it show. Bang, 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 like a B-52, we built a bitty.
Stacked revolutionary love shack. Blue stacking sats like it's Max and Stacy. Stacking sats cause tax is crazy. I'm stacking sats cause the IMF hates me. Stacking sats cause the haters don't faze me. No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Stacking the bitty like it's Nipsey and JV. Stacking the bitty like it's paper and Chandy. Stacking BTC like caffeine in my canteen. Life is a game of chess that makes biddies the damn queen. Stacking BTC till they cancel me and I can't stream. Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Now the biddy has set me free.
Going, let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
I've always been a rapper, honky cracker, but now I'm a pastor, Bitcoin stacker. Now I'm a master of the Bitcoin standard. Hit 'em up faster than the Bitcoin panda. You can't touch me with your shitcoin flow. Like, do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Let me know. Welcome to the Bitcoin show. Now listen up closely, low-key, stacking BTC like Satoshis. In El Salvador with my Bitcoin broskies, raising up the biddy like Gohan. Living in a huddle house, we're not the pawns.
Going, let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin's dripping like a new Scottie Pippen 80 G's. We're royalty, biddy kings and queens, manifesting the kingdom that's finally come. Playing chess moves, checkmate, we won.
We're raising the roof in El Salvador. Freedom flows, IMF can't hold us no more.
Stacking BTC like Tate versus the BBC. Stacking the biddy like BTC OGs. Stacking BTC on Lightning with no fees. Stacking BTC like Snoop Dogg rolls weed. Stacking BTC like Scarface with a nosebleed. Stacking BTC like Shinobi, nobody knows me. Stacking BTC like everyone owes me. Stacking BTC like Max and John McAfee. Stacking BTC, accumulating stats so rapidly, so happily. Stacking BTC so casually, no casualties of galaxies around Earth fallacies. Stacking BTC on a flat Earth with no gravity. Stacking BTC cause Bitcoin is your majesty. Dong dong dong, let's biddy up, babe. Bang bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding. Bitcoin glow, stack it up, let it show. Price discovery, patience, game on, let's go. Biddy up, Roger out. We're changing the world, there's no doubt. Bitcoin glow, stack it up, let it show. Price discovery, patience, game on, let's go. Biddy up, Roger out. We're changing the world, there's no doubt.
Alrighty. Let me know what you think of the music videos, and I'm going to continue with the comments where we left off. I saw a lot of comments coming in. So the Oracle wrote, did you hear about the BlackRock and tanking the stock market, JV? Might not have hit the mainstream yet. Look for the news. I did not see that, but I'm never surprised. In the back of my mind, anytime the market crashes, I always think BlackRock and whatever government forces, which are BlackRock, they do to manipulate the market and to buy more Bitcoin to accumulate, which is their agenda and their goal. And I know they're evil and precisely what they're probably up to. So I'm not surprised, but I appreciate the insights. VZ says, whenever I ignore my gut, I always do. I should have listened to myself. Powerful is because we have something called intuition, right? To the moon in March. Oracle has a prediction, and she is the Oracle. 115,000 on the 12th of February, JV, just like last year we hit 50. That's right. I was, for my birthday, which is February 11th, I wanted a 50,000 Bitcoin. I remember like it was yesterday because we discussed it on our show. Crazy, right? It's been a year already since then. But yeah, so on February 11th, we wanted 50. And I remember it was February 12th we hit it. So I'm like, okay, not so bad. The morning after. So you're saying just like last year, we're going to hit 115 on the 12th. We'll send it. We're so ready. Price discovery, bring it. Nice cannons, JV. Thank you, East Afro King. Spiraling says, love it. Wop, wop, wop. Love the Chandy Tunes. Make sure to subscribe to her channel and follow her on X to help support her Biddy music. It's phenomenal. She is the #1 Bitcoin music channel and artist in the game, hand down. Should I buy more now or wait to stack the cash if it goes to 70s again? I mean, you can dollar cost average, or you can just blow your load now knowing not too long ago we were just at 109. I think that was Jan 20th. Correct me if I'm wrong. So very advantageous time to buy, but can we potentially go to 70? Anything can happen, hence why we don't give financial advice, broski. Alex Jones reported on the morning. Well, there you go. It's going north. 70, you wish. BlackRock will be buying the dip tomorrow when they open. 115, send it. I really don't think it'll ever go below 90 ever again. Big pump tomorrow. I'm waiting for 96 for the bottom. So Sasquatch. Sasquatch lives. Paying a higher average as supply crunch exchanges. Word. Bitcoin is always gonna, but the market closes over the weekends. BlackRock's manipulating the crypto. Sounds about right. It does sound about right. That's the problem. The more ETFs, the more manipulation. Look at the last purchase order. It's higher than what you think you're buying it at. Tell me what you see what I mean. Look. Crypto skyrocketed every February except for 2014 and 2020, so it's likely to soar again. Alts are bleeding and the market is red. And we talk about 13 million. Yeah, you got a problem with that? We always project the future with our feature story of the day. We covered TA, and I shared with you 95,000 can happen as a bottom target. That doesn't mean we got to spoil the long-term trajectory of the biddy. Am I right or am I right? I bet you it shows higher than what you would have bought, says VZ. I found it. The average, all the exchanges when you buy, who is selling massively at these levels? Good question. My average buy price is 42. Love being an early adopter. Canadian business leaders are shaking about Trump's new tax. I'm DCAing a little at a time. I noticed the check and the buy orders. Altcoins are a distraction. You don't get what I'm saying? Well, there you go. I read, I think, every comment I could read. So FYI, for those of you attending the VIP day, we did sell out, so I'm not trying to sell tickets. There's no more tickets available for VIP. But if you're watching and you are VIP, I emailed all the VIP attendees today, and there is a, whatever it's called. I'll tell you what the title of the email says. I just want to make sure you guys get the email because you actually have to fill this out. It's called pre-arrival waiver. So the tour company who's doing the boat and snorkeling tour for us, they have a pre-arrival waiver, and all you have to do is click the link in the email, and then you put in your name, and it asks a couple of questions like, do you have any health conditions? And they just want to know something about you, and you just, you know, electronically sign the waiver, and then that way you're all set to go, and you don't got to worry about it the day of. So I would recommend take care of it. Take about 60 seconds. I did it for myself and my brother earlier today. So FYI, if you are VIP, important to sign that pre-waiver because they're not going to let you on the boat unless you have that waiver signed for their own, you know, protection there. It's just FYI. If, let's say, it shows you're buying at 90 and it buys a show at 91, 92, that's the example. Awesome, JV. Cheers. I do not see the 40s. Yeah, that's not happening, broskies. 40s is way out of line there. Way out of line. You bought it higher than you thought. It shows on the purchase order, says VZ. Like Mike keeps saying, when it's a good time to buy, keep stacking the sats. Always. Always stack sats. Stacking a biddy. Thank you guys for the repost. I saw that, Oracle. Greatly appreciate you. Shout out Diana. Appreciate another repost. Sovereign Living. Cheers, family. East Afro King. Greatly appreciate it. Just reposted you. Already 2,000 people on the stream. You guys are amazing. I'm going to go ahead and catch you guys from the other account so I could repost it all there. Bada boom, bada bing. Here we go. Repost it again there. East Afro, Diana, reposted on the repost. JC just hit you. Reposted. We should be good to go. Excellent. Excelente. All right. Yeah, get your crypto off the exchanges. Precisely. Keep the biddy on the exchange. It's not really your biddy, is it? I think not. But yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's down 4,400 on the day. It's crazy. I mean, we've had massive volatility, but that is to be expected after the halving and the year after the halving. Typically, the same year we hit the cycle peak like clockwork. Every previous halving that has come before us, first halving was 2012, 2013, parabolic run-up, all-time high for the cycle. 2016, next halving. 2017, parabolic run-up for the next cycle. Close to 20,000. It started the year off less than 1,000. That was like a 20x gain just in the calendar year, which is wild. If we repeat that, I mean, imagine a 20x from here. That's where Max Kaiser's 2.2 million comes into play, broskies. And so exciting times. And then, of course, we had the halving of 2020, and then it was the preceding year, 2021. I believe it was November 10th. Correct me if I'm wrong. We hit the 69,000 all-time high. And I believe if we didn't have scam Bankman-Fried scamming, we probably could have hit 100,000. That was purely based off of retail. The difference this cycle compared to the three previous, there was zero institutional adoption then. Zero government adoption. I mean, I take that back. In 2021, Bukele was the first to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender for El Salvador, but we didn't have any ETFs. The ETFs weren't even a thing until January of last year. So consider that. What you're seeing right now is institutional FOMO, right? And now nation state FOMO from the president and other countries and the states, the strategic Bitcoin reserves. I don't even think the retail has entered yet. Retail loves to buy at the top, though, don't they? It's ironic. It's like when Bitcoin was 1,000, No one's interested. Now that it's 100,000, I guarantee you have family members. Yo, Joey, tell me more about this Bitcoin thing. I have aunts and uncles reaching out to me now. I'm like, why'd it take you 8 years? I've been preaching Bitcoin every day of my motherfucking life. I've dedicated my life to talking about Bitcoin every single day for the past 7 or 8 years. But better late than never. We all pay for Bitcoin at the price we deserve. And quoting Max, infamous quote, investing in, paraphrasing here, investing in Bitcoin country El Salvador now is like investing in Bitcoin back at $1. You're going to pay the price you deserve at the end of the day. Shortcoin JV looks happy. Snappy happy. The head of the U.S. Treasury quit rather than face the Doge. The Department of the whatever government efficiency. The way I look at it, 450 bitty a day, can't keep up with a buy. Yeah, and if we would have got RFK Jr. as president, he proposed the United States buying 400 Bitcoin per day, eating up that entire supply. Just one buyer. Craziness. We will have a supply shock. A few episodes ago, I shared a very interesting chart, and it showed you just at the current pace, we're going to run out of 100% of the Bitcoin on the exchanges will be gone early 2027. It was like January 2027. That's only if things continue at the current pace. If things accelerate, obviously we're going to have the supply shock a lot sooner than later, potentially this year, right? Which would take us into a super cycle. That's where Max's 2.2 million target comes in play. That's obviously a bull scenario, but if we have a super cycle, we would definitely get a bull scenario. JV is ready to partay. Exactly. I've been waiting for this party for the past 4 years. Of course I'm ready to party. You know what I mean? Aren't you? Hilarious. Took me 3 years to get in. What the frick is that? Hey, at least you got in, brother. They found billions in waste so far, and it's only been a couple of days. Auditing the Treasury. Yes, let's defund all the transgender things. Anything transgender related agendas, let's defund them to start. A lot of money circulating back for us. What is the government going to do with all this surplus money? Hopefully they buy Bitcoin with it. You can lead a horse to water. You can't force them to drink it. And just like that, over 2,100 folks on the live stream. What it do, family? Good to have you guys here. Welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. I'm going to stick around for another half hour. Great BTFD opportunity on a Sunday. You already know. Appreciate all the love, fam. JV is a superstar. Twinkle, twinkle. Thank you, Chris. Aren't we all, though? I believe we're all incredibly blessed just to have Bitcoin at a time like this, because without it, I wouldn't be so hopeful in this corrupt, evil matrix or simulation in which we're living in. Only 2 genders. Oh my God, hallelujah. That's massive. Yeah, my mom's like, you signed the executive order. There's now only 2 genders. That's great, because how many passports have now become inactive because it says like some bullshit? I identify as a cat. I identify as an Ethereum. It's like these motherfuckers. DEI is already defunded. They gave $6.5 million to the Veterans Organization for the DEI for the White House fund. Well, it's glad to see Trump getting shit done. Respect. Thanks for the great times. You're very welcome, Chris. Honored to be here. It truly is. Could Doge be our whistleblower? I don't know, bro. But yeah, exciting times. I mean, where do you guys feel the Bitcoin price is going to take us as a cycle peak this year? Let me know. You know, my prediction is a bull cycle is, or for the bull scenario, is 1.1 million. Max's prediction is 2.2 million. And my base case is 420. My bear case, I don't like to even talk about it much because I'm not bearish, but my bear case is 222,000. So like worst case scenario, I see Bitcoin hitting 222,000 this year. My base case, which is most realistic, I think 420 in that ballpark. Yes, I am biased and you know, is what it is. But and then my bull case is 1.1 million. Let me know your thoughts. Chris says it's going up forever and ever, of course. And let's play some more music. Again, we're celebrating in 6 days. Epic party. The 100K Fiesta. It's a one-of-one event. There'll never be another one. And so we're going to play some Chandy jams to help celebrate. Let me find the next one we're going to play.
I'll be your huckleberry, you can be my dog holiday. We'll feel the Bitcoin chemistry, giving high fives for our victory. We'll be under a Satoshi spell, feeling the wind in the wind kind of day. Bitcoin rain will pour down to the beat of one of Chandy 10. Music success, you jammy jams. I'll be moving and swaying with my 5th level G family. We'll make a new line dance to Jamie Tapeworm. We'll send Jamie the video so he can join in too.
He can learn, surely. Yeah, bring him on a learning curve.
Bitcoiners have a sick, dope, trippy vibe. Stacking sats, we can slide. Not gonna be put on standby.
180 to 260. I hope Morris is passive. Thank you, brother. Got some bright orange shoes with the lead soles for the party. Looking forward to seeing the shoes, brother, and excited to finally meet you, man. Been long overdue. Tell me, what year did you first discover the podcast, Facts? It's going to be an honor to meet you, brother. I truly mean it. He's just taken his first day off in 2 weeks. Wow. He's going to work back at 3 a.m. He's at Mar-a-Lago today. He got there at 5 a.m. Getting shit done. You got to respect that. I bet you Trump's already accomplished more for our country in the first couple of weeks than Biden achieved for us in the past 4 years. But that's a given. We know Biden's an evil motherfucker, controlled by the lizard folk. The channel keeps my head in the game. I appreciate that. I'm thinking Trump is instituting the tariffs to replace and allow him to axe the income tax. I can imagine. Let's axe that motherfucker, shall we?
First class tickets to soar to fly, already soaring high on a first class rocket ride. Headed to a strawberry moon for a pit stop, then higher and higher we'll ride. 100K Bitcoin in play, a victorious new all-time high headed our way. We'll be vibing and feeling lit, so saucy we'll be the shit, isn't it? We'll meet our fam face to face. Big smiles, feeling a big mood. Dope party, dope group, blinged out with a savage crew. Doing.
Yeah, Nippinators laying low. He's getting his rest like Trump. They typically rest around the same time. Nip and Trump. It's interesting, isn't it? No, I am not keeping Chandy in the closet. Chandy's in Arkansas. She came and visited for a few days. We were planning the party for you guys. So shout out Chandy for being so dedicated to actually fly down here so we can celebrate. It was a lot of fun and plan, you know what I mean? So big celebration coming in 6 more days. And I think in 2 more days, Chandy will be back here in Puerto Rico and we'll continue to plan this party for you guys. But everything's already set up. So we're very excited.
Epic party with the hodl gang, high key. Celebrating the Bitcoin blow up and the 100K pump. Oh, we spitting the Bitcoin slang, still manifesting more bitty pumps.
Manifesting bitty pumps. Income tax removal bill is in the House right now. Bitcoin reserve bill is moving through the committee right motherfucking now. Thank you. I appreciate that, Oracle. I like it now. That's speaking my language. I can bitty girls. Pull the bitty girls everywhere. What do you really need? What does it require? You just need a Bukele hat. Keep hope alive.
We'll be toasting, saying cheers with a cup so filled. It will be a 100K party feast with everybody busting time of our lives.
Oh my God, 6 Biden family members. Why didn't they just Why didn't they just pardon the entire family? Might as well.
Unleash, living it up under the glow of a bitty sun. 100K fire, Puerto Rico on point. Bitcoin's just begun.
Yes, Sage Blunts. You know how we do it.
Celebrating life like we own that joint. Puff, puff, Bitcoin buzz.
Puff, puff, Bitcoin buzz.
Fun, Cinderella's going to spin some records and she'll say,
JV, hit it, babe, pretty please. Doing, daughter, on, doing. The fam will laugh and look back on our shared podcast, adventures and memories. The music's going to be gas. Careful, I want a fire pit lit. We'll feel the explosion of chemistry, and dear Satoshi, we'll be dancing to 100K beat.
Satoshi will be at the party. Just FYI.
Knowing the moment was meant to be.
Of course, he'll be in disguise.
Puerto Rico will be amazing for you and you and you and you and me. The party vibe so juicy.
Happy 420 to the fam. You know how we do. What up, JB? There he is. There's Serge. 6 more days until the party, brother. I forget which day you're coming in to town, but I'm sure it's just in a couple of days. Excited to have you here. Let me know when you touch down. Bitcoin dominance soared today. A wise man once said, there is no second best. You're damn straight. Thank you for that, 7 Laws. The Office of the Personal Management sent an email to the entire bureaucratic state saying they can resign or go back to work in the office. No choice. That will save $1 trillion alone. So there's an abundance of money is what I'm understanding that they just like to waste. Why does the government like to waste so much money? Because they can print it out of thin air and they don't give a fuck. I think their intention is to make the deficit as big as possible so they can enslave us and create excuses to enslave. You guys are so much in debt. Yeah, I mean, and then blame inflation on anything and everything except printing money, as if we're retarded. That's the playbook for the government.
100K Bitcoin.
Caroline, the grippy from Mississippi. Imagine that. Satoshi.
In play, 100K Bitcoin Super Saiyan. We invested in the unconfiscatable, the impregnable.
How's the weather in New York today, Serge? Are you freezing or did it get warmer?
The uncensorable, 100K Bitcoin in play, 100K Bitcoin today, 100K Bitcoin with bigger numbers on the way, 100K CNA, conga line under a Bitcoin moon, we'll laugh, oh, oh, biddy, yay, we'll have a great time. There will be no shortage of love and wealth, no.
Oh, nice. Feb 7th, so the day before. I believe that's a Friday. Awesome, brother. Safe travels. Exciting times. They have a Doge savings clock next to the debt clock on the site. Oh, word. I'm sure that's increasing by the day. Saving money. Now I'm anxious to know, what are they going to do with this saved money? Where's it going? Hopefully not to the Ukraine anymore. Imagine, we saved 19 trillion. But we're going to send it to the Ukraine. Sorry, they need our help.
Desert, no drought, no need for a well. We'll be a big.
I did see there was like a secondary plane crash the other day. That might be the one you're referring to in Philadelphia. What's going on? What are your insights and sources saying? Like, how is this fucking happening all of a sudden? Why are airplanes just randomly crashing? If you have any insights, let me know. I'll read those comments.
Winning family, living in the.
But I did see it. It was all over my timeline on X. It saddens me when I see disasters, and it's like you can't avoid this shit no more. It just pops up on your feed everywhere. But yeah, it's sad. And wasn't the first plane just filled with children? Like, was this just some sick satanic ritual? Kill all the innocent children? That saddens me as well. Like a whole plane just filled with gifted children. Like, I don't know what to say.
Land of milk and honey, living our best.
I see you wearing jerseys. I know you hoop. Thoughts on Luka 80? Yeah, be quite honest, I don't follow basketball so much. When I was a kid, I was a big fan, the NBA and all that. I like to play ball, but I don't really get a chance to watch. I don't watch TV or anything, so I don't know, to be quite honest with you. The only sport I semi-follow actively is the UFC. Panama Canal in play. All foreign aid has been suspended for the next 90 days. Good. Let's fix our own problems before we start getting involved with trying to fix other people's problems. And as if we're really fixing anyone's problems, maybe drug lords and cartels and bankers, right? The question is, who had to die on that plane and where are the pilots in the Black Hawk, or was it RC controlled? Excellent questions, broski. Bitcoin all grown up. Pretty cold. Damn, the 20s, broski. I believe it or not, I was cleaning the driveway from the leaves. Jeez, Louise. If you're not cleaning the snow and plowing, you got to clean the leaves. Crazy. Well, happy to hear you get to experience incredible weather. It's amazing out. Perfect weather here in Puerto Rico, so you'll love it. Perfect. Yeah. The person in the Black Hawk helicopter hadn't flown in 2 years, and her flight certifications were suspended for misconduct. See, like, nothing ever adds up. Like, why would the military or government allow a pilot with a suspended license for misconduct to even operate a fucking... So everything already sounds sus. That's crazy. The second plane was an ambulance plane carrying a young girl in need of help going to Mexico. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I saw something where like the whole sky lit up though. It's very unusual. Is that normal if there's a crash, like everything lights up? It makes me think it was some form of weapon or something else going on. I don't really know though. I haven't spent any time looking into it. I've been busy planning this party, but yeah, this is pretty wild. No Tillman talk. Remind me what's a Tillman. We got to go to the Rumble for that. Yeah, just remind me what's a fucking Tillman. I don't know what that means. I got to go head into the wedding. Roger out. Enjoy the wedding, Warpaint. Appreciate you joining us this fine day. Flight pattern from the Black Hawk copter shows 4 attempts at 4 different planes. So was that the intent was just to take down innocent planes, or did they target specific planes? But yeah, I don't buy into like it's just an accident theories when there's these big incidents. Like, sorry, I don't believe. Oh, it's just an accident. Shucks. The plane was loaded with fuel that made the explosion. Okay, because yeah, the explosion was insane. The world's a stage. Nothing is a coincidence. I like that. Quoting William Shakespeare. The world is a stage. I firmly do believe that. We're living in a simulation, gentlemen. Dude, it was foggy and rainy, and the diffuser, the light, I live 10 miles. Damn. Yeah, I saw someone capture footage at the gas station. Whoa, like fucking plane crash. Imagine seeing a plane crash. Jeez Louise. Reptilian. That's why we strike the gong in this bitch. No reptiles, welcome round yonder. And again, welcome those just joining us. We finished with the pod segment of the stream. There's the Q&A segment. I'll stick around for another 10 minutes. We got roughly 2,500 people live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Nice correction. Great opportunity to stack the biddy. There she is, Chandy. Good to have you here. It's never the same without you. Are you guys flying in on the 7th or early on the 8th? I think Serge just said he's flying in on the 7th. I know my mom and my brother are flying in on the 8th, a couple of hours before the party. They're going to come meet us at the crib, and then we'll go to the party and pull up. It's going to be amazing. I still can't believe it's 6 days away. The 6th for Fax. So Fax is getting in a little early. Awesome. And where are you residing, Fax? Are you staying in the San Juan area, or are you exploring the island? I know you had some things planned. If my friend's husband didn't want Smash Burger, he and his daughter would have been there? No. So Smash Burger saved their lives? What a story. Imagine. It was snowing here earlier, just a dusting. That's unacceptable, Jerome Smith. Tell the gods to slow it down up there in the heavens. Shout out Rick Romanek. I appreciate it, brother. JV, Fax, I really do not want to try that thing on the 7th, but how far is that from the place of the party? Any chance you and your wife would join us? For the electric blue water kayak adventure. JV won't be going because the party is... Yeah, my focus is on the party. I don't have time for other excursions. You know, we have our own excursion the following day of the party, and there's a lot to do. So that's going to be my core focus. Yep. And also remember, I still got to do my podcast and still got to do all my commitments to the best of my abilities. I don't even know if I can do the podcast on the VIP day because it's going to be all day, unless I get up very early and we do a very early stream, which I may possibly do. I'm going to try. Hopefully I'm not too hungover from the party. Because party day, no problem. We do an early stream. But VIP day, it's going to be from like 11 a.m. to all day. So I'd have to do a very early stream. So there is a possibility, gentlemen, there may be no stream on the VIP day. However, I'm going to capture a lot of epic footage with the fam to make up for it. Just like in El Salvador, I missed a couple of streams on my travel days, but I hopefully more than made up for it with all the exclusive content I got to share with you guys. Okay, Eco Action Tours, they're still in the northeast side of the island. Yeah, so nowhere near where we are. So probably not going to be a good idea, Chandy, in my humble opinion. But it's up to you. Who sold the biddies? I don't know. JB, do the late night piss stream. Piss stream. Why would I be pissed? In the last 24 hours, the Canadian dollar dropped to the lowest it's been in 21 years. They are FA and they are FO. F around, find out. Precisely. Diana says, JV, take the VIP day off from the pod. I may have to because I know it's going to be an all-day thing because we have to meet at 11:30, which means I got to leave. I got to be ready by 10 or 11. Yeah, most likely not going to do a stream on the VIP day. I don't think it'll be feasible. This is an all-day thing. Well, I just want to go before I leave to Puerto Rico next trip. Right on. Well, that's definitely doable. It's just not that particular day. I wouldn't advise it. Because remember, we gotta be ready and on time the following day for the party. So if you're out all night on the other side of the island, there's a strong possibility you don't make it to the party. Yeah, I mean, so maybe smarter to do it after the party, but it is up to you. Whatever you guys want to do is fine. They discussed now an alliance between Europe and China to overcome the current topic. So I arrived late on the 7th. That's what's up, Serge. So you'll be in the evening of the 7th. And so the party is on the 8th. And I think you're staying a few extra days, if I'm not mistaken. Who's selling? Janet Yellen. That's a felon. You can't be selling. We're stacking. BTC rapping. Like, what's happening, Captain? Yeah, something like that. How far is Fajardo? So Fajardo, I mean, fortunately, Sunday, our excursion day is a Sunday, so there's not going to be as much traffic, but Fajardo could take anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours to get to from San Juan, depending on traffic. I like to believe that on that Sunday, it'll be within 90 minutes. Our driver, because I do got transportation, they want to give it 90 minutes just in case. So we're not late, because if we're late, we miss the boat, theoretically and physically speaking. So say from San Juan to Fajardo is going to be 60 to 90 minutes. And we're going to calculate 90 minutes just to make sure we're on time. So we have to leave, those of you attending VIP day, we have to leave 11:30 a.m. is the pickup time in Condado in front of the venue which the party is at. And then I have transportation taking us from 11:30 to Fajardo. We have to be at the marina by 1 p.m. The boat leaves at 1 p.m. sharp. And then I have transportation taking us back from Fajardo, the marina, to Condado, where we're starting from. So I got transportation taken care of for all of us who are VIPs. But yeah, so figure from San Juan to Fajardo, anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. Nippinator indicator, this is the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole bitty fucking here. So, But anyways, fam, I guess I got to end the stream. It's the top of the hour. We got the Nibinator indicator, and the crowd continues to go wild. Over 2,500 people on the live stream. God bless you guys. And remember, 6 days out, 100K, Bitcoin, Fiesta, 2 general admission tickets left. Won't last long. VIP already sold out. Excited and hope to see you guys here soon in Puerto Rico. Shout out to the NIP. We appreciate the indicator as always, broski. The Nipinator, the one and only. Fact says for me, it's the 7th, 2 hours is okay. I'll have to be back San Juan, 11 p.m. latest, the 7th, and still have the most of the 8th for San Juan. Yep, some crazy tomorrow. Doing the crazy moon highs. We'll safe travel. Can't wait to reunite with you, Chandy. Hopefully you got everything you needed to get done there in Arkansas. Thanks to the NIP, the one and only Nipinator indicator. See you guys soon. Deuces.
Lives and making unforgettable memories. We'll have so many stories to tell. Puerto Rico will be amazing for you and you and you and you and me. The party vibes